Welcome to Off the Record, talking real estate with Joe and Makayla. If you're interested in the Portland, Oregon real estate market and want the unvarnished inside scoop, you've come to the right place. Thanks for giving us a listen. Okay, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Makayla Mast.
Hello, Joe Wrightsay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Good. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood, and we are excited to be here to talk to you about why you should never judge a house by the listing.
Yes.
Or what you should definitely look at that you're not going to find in the listing. I don't know which is a better
way to describe what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't know either, but we're going to talk about things people should look out for in a listing. Mm-hmm. Really what we look for first is probably what we're going to suggest. And then we're also going to do a little subsection about what the listing photos don't tell you and why it's so important to go in person and tour homes.
So we've got a great show for you today. We're going to start off with
our off the record moment.
Yes, our off the record moment. You go ahead and start today.
Okay, so our off the record moment, it can be real estate or lifestyle related. Usually I feel like we end up going lifestyle, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm going real estate today though.
Okay, I love it.
Okay, yeah.
My gripe is with the Girl Scouts. The troops.
Making enemies.
They're not
off the record.
They're not out anymore. Where are the cookies?
I don't want to mess with the Girl Scout.
I'm saying
cabal.
I want more of them.
Oh, you want more of them?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I have only seen one Girl Scout for the whole. Apparently, the season has been happening. I've been, I'm pregnant. I need my cookies right now. Okay.
Yeah.
I need my sweets. And I saw my first Girl Scout stand last night. I was so excited. I think I scared them. Jacob was like, "They think you're laughing at them," and I'm not laughing at them. I was laughing at myself for being way too excited. And she said this season they only have one more week.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So
you're right. I have not seen hardly any Girl Scouts this year. So I'm backing you up on that.
Thanks.
So in the show notes, we will have Makayla's contact information, home address. All you moms out there that are still slinging Girl Scout cookies, make your way over to Makayla's house.
Yes, bring them on over.
Yeah.
They were so excited too. They said it was a slow night. What do you mean? It's raining outside at Fred Meyer. You're having a slow night.
Yeah.
What is going on in the world?
Yeah. No, I get it. And I have to ask, what's your go-to Girl Scout cookie?
Oh, I love it. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Thin Mints for the freezer. Samoas. Right? Is that how you say it? And then the peanut butter chocolate ones. Tagalong, maybe? I don't know. They're right over there on the counter if you want some.
Yeah. The frozen Thin Mints are the best.
They are the best.
With coffee?
Oh, that sounds so delicious.
Yum.
What are your go-to?
Whatever's in front of me. I have no particular favorite per se, but I just love them all.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah. So my off-the-record moment is actually about real estate and a little behind the curtain thing for everyone. Our forms that we use, OREF, Oregon Real Estate forms, are endless. There's so many of them. There's a ton of them. And every couple of years or so, they go in and make all these changes. And for the most part, they do a good job. And I actually sat on the committee at PMAR, Portland Metro Association of Realtors, years back.
That's awesome.
Went through that with them. And it's a whole process that usually makes the forms better for either brokers or clients or both. In the changing society and the way things work now, you just have to make those changes. My beef is with brokers that do not understand these changes, do not take the time to educate themselves and update themselves. And
yikes.
I know. And we end up having to educate them on these things, usually in a way that's like, hey, dude, you need to know this because it affects your client.
Yeah. Oh, my Lord.
Are you with me on this?
Really bad. Oh, yeah, I'm with you. I haven't experienced that, but that's so disappointing.
Yeah. I just had one today, and I won't go into the details, but it was like, having to explain it without being condescending was just like, yeah, dude, This is how this
Just
works.
read the form.
It's for the benefit of your client. You should probably include that in your offer here.
Wow.
So, yeah. So it is what it is. But
That's a big gripe. Yeah, fair.
that's my beef.
Okay.
Real estate people, stay up on your new docs.
Yeah. Educate yourself.
Educate yourself. Yeah. So that's where we're at. So let's dive in to our topic today, Makayla.
Let's go.
I love this. You put this together and sent it over to me, and I was like, winner. Let's
Thank you.
do this.
So nice.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the 5 things buyers miss when viewing a listing online. And then after that, we're going to talk about what listing photos don't tell you, because there was a lot of things that came to mind. I thought it would be fun to go through.
Yeah.
So we're just going to work our way down the list.
Okay.
Starting with number 1, something that buyers miss when reviewing a listing online is the days on market.
Yeah.
That is probably the first thing I look at when I'm viewing a listing.
I hear from a lot of clients that, that's been on the market for 50 days. And I have to tell them, well, our average days on market right now is 91. So it's fairly new to the market.
Yeah.
Right. And there's not a lot of buyers in the market right now. So these homes don't get a lot of showings, and you can find some gems, some wonderful homes that have been on the market 70, 80, 90 plus days. It does indicate demand, because there are people out there. And when something really good comes up, they're going to jump on it.
Totally.
But just because it has days on the market doesn't mean that it's a bad home.
Right. I love that you said that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times I more worry when something's on the market for 100 days, but even 100 days isn't really that long if our average days on market right now is 91.
Right.
So, you know, you kind of have to consider that just based on the overall market. But it's something that's important to pay attention to. It could, signal pricing or condition issues, and it can create negotiation strategies for you, of course, if it's been on for a long time.
Yeah. And, if I were a home buyer right now, Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, all of those have their days on market. That is the one piece of information on those aggregators, is what they're called. They aggregate the information. They don't produce it. They don't make it. It's just they're aggregating information about what's on the market.
Right.
Those companies, that stat is not accurate a lot.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't come across that.
Well, I've had a few people tell me, hey, I'm interested in this property. It's been on the market 40 days. And I go into RMLS and look at it, and it's like, no, it's been on 85 days. They took it off for a little while, or whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
You can tell a lot about that. And I just said that, days on market doesn't mean that the home's bad or that it's not priced correctly. But if it has been on the market for 91 days, which is the average right now, there is some urgency there probably.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So it is a point of data that you need to look at when you're making your offers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 2,
Okay.
price history.
Yeah, so pretty similar. A lot of times you have to scroll down pretty deep to see price history on these aggregators we're talking about. But that's something that, as a broker, it's a lot easier to see on the MLS side.
Right.
So that's always something we're going to talk about with our clients. You want to look for price reductions or multiple price changes. So price reductions aren't a bad thing. Every seller is testing out the market. They're putting their home on at a certain price to see if it'll sell at said price, right? And oftentimes they have to make corrections based on market feedback that they're receiving. That's a good thing. That means that they have intent to sell.
Right.
But if they're reducing the price $10,000 every week, it means they're in a big old hurry to get that thing sold,
Exactly.
I think. And shows that they're motivated and probably likely to work with a buyer on price.
Yeah, absolutely. I look at price history, days on market, all the time, every time. And I will also look to see, has the home been represented by multiple brokerages? Has it expired? Has it been taken off the market? All of those things. And really, that's another, like I said, with the aggregators, that a lot of times they don't get all that information. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. I always like to see how many realtors have been on the list.
Giving it a shot.
Yeah, it's always tough when you're looking at the first one and
Yeah.
sorry, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Happens to all of us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So number 3, neighborhood context. So listings rarely, thank you, they don't show what the neighborhood looks like. Of course, you can go on Google Maps or Google Street View, and kind of, move the little icon around to see what it looks like. But likely those are old images. So, of course, they're not going to show busy streets, nearby buildings that might not be attractive or what you want, commercial buildings, hills, just, things that you might not see without going to tour. So,
yeah, I think getting on Google Maps is a great start. But the ultimate is to go drive by the home, drive the neighborhood to see what you're buying into, because it's not just the house, it's the neighborhood, it's the location, it's, things that aren't shown in the listing.
Right. I always tell clients too, of course, you and I know the whole Portland metro area pretty well as we can. We get to know it better, each neighborhood a little bit better every year. I don't know every single neighborhood like the back of my hand. So if I don't know a neighborhood well, we'll tell clients to drive by at different points in the day, because the morning, feel is different than the early or late afternoon. And you want to know those things.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love our clients that, like, I had one text me this morning saying, "Hey, I love this house. I think it might be a great fit. I'm going to go do a drive-by to see if I like the neighborhood and the location of the house."
I love that too.
Yeah. And I was like, "You go, girl. Thank you. I appreciate that." And she got back to me and she was like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, it's a great fit. I love this neighborhood. Let's go see it." So
then they're so excited for the showing. That's so cool.
Yeah.
You know what you're walking into? What's funny is some older clients you have to be a little careful with, because they will sometimes think it's appropriate to then just go knock on the door and ask for a tour.
You don't want to do that.
My grandma did this one time. I was so mortified. I could not stop apologizing. Yeah. Of course, they were fine, but ultimately they want to sell their home. But that's just not how we do things.
Yeah. So I had a client, one last little story on this item, but I had a client a year or two ago who they love this house, and we were talking about putting an offer in, and it back to a school, a pretty big school.
Like a high school, elementary school?
A big middle school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Up in Bethany. They were like, "Yeah, it's no problem. It's no problem." And I said, "We've looked at this home twice at 5:30 and like 6:30, you work from home.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you want to see what it feels like at around 2:30 or 3.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And so we came back the next day at 2:30 or 3, and it was a bedlam, because the buses, they backed up to the school, and the buses came through and the whole thing, and it was pretty loud. The kids, they're getting out of school. They're like, "Heck yeah, let's go."
Oh, yeah.
But it lasted 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It lasted 10 minutes. And my client was like, "It's not a big deal. In fact, I kind of like it,
Yeah.
But some people, that might be a deal breaker.
Sure.
So.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, those are the type of things that you need to take into account. So anyways, be aware.
Yes, neighborhood context, very important. Okay.
Number 4, floor plan and layout. Another good one.
Thanks. So this kind of gets into the section we're going to talk about at the end, but I think the floor plan is just, you just got to go see it. I'm not one of those people who will sit there and look at the pictures until I figure out the flow. I don't know. That's just not how my brain operates. I more look at the numbers and the main things, right? Then I just want to go see it. I want to feel it in person. A lot of our clients will analyze the pictures for hours on end. They already know the house like the back of their hand. So it's interesting. But even the photos can be very deceiving as to what the floor plan looks like.
I've been doing this 31 years now, but I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago. And you and Stephanie and Laura on our team I did the pictures once, which I don't usually do the pictures, but I did the pictures once, and I remember you guys were like, "Yeah, thanks, we got it from here." I was like, I picked the best pictures. And Stephanie, my wife, looked at me and she's like, "Can you get them in the right sequence, maybe, Joe?" And I didn't know what that meant, but a lot of realtors don't know this. I didn't know it until a few years ago. If you sequence it from front of the house, front door, they walk in, main level, upstairs, do the pictures like an actual walkthrough to help people get a feel.
Just telling the story. Yeah.
A lot of brokers don't do that. And I notice that all the time now, where all of a sudden it's like, oh, yeah, they don't know what they're doing with this. That was me a while ago.
Yeah.
But even that doesn't give you a great feel for the floor plan.
No, and you have to trust that the broker did it the way that we like to do it, Yeah. And I think, obviously, everyone wants tall ceilings. Sometimes maybe a photographer was having an off day, or they were new, or, a seller only wanted to shoot with an iPhone. I don't know. It can be very deceiving.
Totally.
So you could look at photos and think, oh, those ceilings are low.
I know.
And then write it off and then never go see it when the ceilings are a normal height.
Right. Yeah. And, that's why in person is so important. If it has a lot of the things you're looking for, go see it.
Yeah.
Not a bad way to go.
Agreed. We like to see houses.
I love to see houses. I'm going to see a house after this.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I wish I could tag along.
You've got appointments too, though.
I do.
Sorry. I love having you along.
Thank you.
Yeah. And it's been a while since you and I
know,
tagged
it
teamed
has
an appointment.
been a really long time.
We tried yesterday a listing. Yeah, it didn't quite work out.
No.
But that's okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay.
Number 5, the hidden costs. You cannot possibly see all of the hidden costs by just looking at the listing. Sure, maybe the broker will divulge that the roof is older. I always go to the roof. It's just so important to me.
Roof and gutters. Makayla's the expert. I defer to her on roof and gutters.
It's like just in me. I just know it.
You grew up on a roof. What can I say?
Under one, thank God. But, of course, even looking at the house, you're not going to see all of the hidden costs. Those are really going to get
see a lot of them
revealed in the inspection, but you're going to see a lot more than you would just by looking at the listing.
How often do you look at a photo and go, ooh, that roof is worn?
Often.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because I have an eye for it. Most people don't. Yeah.
But a lot of the times the photo's done in a way where you're like, yeah, who knows?
Right.
But like the roof, the HVAC, certainly things like sewer lines. And, one of the things that brokers get really good at is every time I drive up to a house now, if there are mature trees out front, I'm like, oh boy, fingers crossed for that sewer scope.
How old's the home? How old's the tree?
Home?
Yeah.
Where's the sewer line?
Yeah.
And is a tree currently pushing its roots through that sewer line?
Right.
Yeah, especially on listings. I walk up and I'm like, oh, yeah.
Gut punch.
But, what do you say? Hey, how's your
be,
sewer doing?
We might be
How
really worried about this later. Yeah.
Yeah. You got good flow in those toilets? Not a question.
No. We learned that later.
Yeah. And
that can usually be repaired and negotiated, but
it's a bendy ticket.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Same thing with like old electrical. When we look at houses and someone's serious and they like the house, I'll go check out the electrical panel.
Oh, yeah.
And take a look at it. And we have a handful of clients that do that too. They're like, yeah, let's just check out the electrical panel. Most don't. But if you open it up and it's old and the tags on it are all, so old that you can't see the last dates it was inspected or whatever, that's a problem. And that may be, or if you get one of those, what's the, not Louisiana Pacific, but, the old electrical boxes.
I'm sorry, I have no idea.
It's, the name is escaping me right now, but
some of the
like
older a knob
homes,
and tube situation?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So like in Northeast, you'll see this.
Right.
In Southeast, where a lot of the older homes are. In Portland, and you walk in, you open the electrical panel, and it's like the old knob and tube. And getting insurance on that is really tough.
You just don't.
Replacing that is
a rewire of your whole house. Very expensive.
Well, sometimes it doesn't need to be a full rewire, but you need to take that panel out and redo, and it leads to all sorts of stuff. So that's definitely a hidden cost that you're only going to be able to see in person.
Same with, did we talk about plumbing itself? Plumbing and electrical are big things to think about if the home is older than like 1950, I would say. because around that, like the 40s time, that we've upgraded materials to where, contractors can't come in and repair those systems without redoing the whole thing. So do you feel like you've developed like a X-ray vision? Like, I feel like when I look at a house, I feel like I have like X-ray goggles. I'm like looking for all these things. Even just walking in my neighborhood, I'm like, God, I hope they get new siding one day. Or, it's just funny.
Yeah. And when you walk in a house, you can almost get that feeling of, by looking around on the interior and, the exterior and just how the home has been taken care of.
Yeah.
You can pretty much guess whether there's going to be deferred maintenance or not.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And it's like, you walk into the ones where you're like, the spidey senses are going off and you're like, Houston, we got a problem.
I know. And then sometimes your client's so excited and you just have to point out the red flags, which isn't the most fun part of the showing. But again, why it is very worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that wraps up that section, our 5 things we suggest you try to pay attention to.
Yeah. Let's talk about what photos don't show.
Yeah. I love this. Okay. So photos do not show so many things, but smell.
Mostly negative.
Yeah. Mostly negative.
Yeah.
Smell is, it could be positive. Maybe the home has a killer smell and it's a selling point for somebody. Yeah. It's rarely ever been the case, ever. But
it smells like cinnamon and peaches in there. I want to buy it.
Sold.
Yeah, sold. No, usually it's they walk in and go, oh, okay, wait a second. Someone's been smoking in here for quite a long time. Yeah. Or, I've had this happen a couple of different times in the last few years where the owners say, no, we don't smoke in here. We can't smell anything. And it's like, okay.
It's in your pores.
Did the previous owner smoke? Why is there a smell of smoke?
Yeah.
Because sometimes no matter how much painting you do, if someone was smoking in a home for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, it is hard to get that out.
Yeah, it is.
It's like a specialized service to get that out.
It's a full gut. I'm sorry.
I don't know if it's a full gut, but
I'm being dramatic.
It's a
so sensitive.
Serious procedure. Same thing with pets sometimes. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry for all you cat lovers out there, but cats are ferocious on a house sometimes.
They are so stinky.
Yeah.
I know. Sorry.
We have puppies.
Yeah.
We're puppy people. And you can scrub out puppy stank.
Yes, you can.
But kitty cats, oh gosh.
Yeah, it's another level. And it's a really hard conversation to have with clients at a listing presentation.
Yeah, it is.
Or walkthrough.
It really is. I was on one recently where they had like animals on farm animals, and it was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do something here. Luckily, we are professional candle people too. There are candles that can do a pretty darn good job.
Pretty close, but not.
Only really mask it though. It doesn't take it away.
And things like mildew also, I was showing a close family a home and they were so excited. And I had that mildew smell in the garage and in the lower level. And I was just like, I don't know if this one's worth it, guys. I think something could likely be still leaking in here and has been for 50 years.
That mold, oh, yeesh. It's, if you can smell it, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. And you certainly don't want to live in the house without addressing that.
Completely.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, smell.
I was at, this is maybe not a story to be shared on the pod, so everyone out there, do not say anything, okay? But I went to a party at an acquaintance's a few years ago. Yeah. And it was in, I think, Tiger Tualatin area or something like that. Mm-hmm. A little bit older home that was on the edge of a wetlands. Oh. Yeah. And I walked in and it was like, we got mold issues for sure.
Darn it.
And the house was packed with people and everything. I was like, how am I smelling this right now with
all these
a
people,
full house? And it was so bad. And I just met these people like a while back. And they're like, you should come to this party. I'm like, okay, yeah, great. how do you tell someone that, hey, guess what? Your house has mold. I can guarantee it.
How do they not smell that? Yeah, I don't know how you have that conversation.
Don't know.
That's a tough one. That's
I'm not
crazy.
going to say how that ended up, but things got straightened out.
Oh, okay. Good for you.
I actually recommended a mold remediation.
Good for you. A trusted professional.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. So the next one that photos can't show, noise.
Uh-huh.
Good one.
Thanks.
Good one. Yeah. Traffic is the big one.
Traffic is definitely the big one.
Yeah.
But there's some things that seem trivial, but are likely unresolvable, like a dog barking next door. You know, maybe it's a neighbor that doesn't ever bring their dog inside, and maybe their dog goes ballistic at every leaf. That could drive you crazy.
I've got a sheepdog who is a barker.
He's not outside, so you can't hear him.
No. But like when he starts to do his sheepdog bark, it's like, "Oh, okay, come on. Here we go, bud.
Yeah.
You're coming inside." But I know there are people that are like, "Oh, my dog's an outside dog and he barks and it's okay."
No,
It's
they're
like,
just terrible dog owners.
No, it's not okay. I love your house
Oh, thanks.
because it's on the end of a street. And whenever I come over to your house, it's so quiet.
It is so quiet.
So incredibly quiet, except for the diving owls.
The diving
Caw-caw.
owls, yeah. That was not disclosed to us.
Yeah, that was a disclosure issue.
We sit on like we're pretty high, so then our neighbors behind us are lower, and then we have a deck, and then the yard drops below. So sometimes I feel like that crazy person. I'm like, everyone below us can hear me screaming at my dog, but he tries to fight the coyotes. Okay, it's a safety hazard.
It is.
So,
Especially for Frank.
I know.
I think he's too big for a coyote, though.
You think so? Jacob is not so sure. We don't let him
be a pretty big coyote.
We don't let him chase a coyote by himself. But if he has backup,
Yeah.
he gets to go at it.
That's the way my little guy is. He'll take anybody on as long as he's got his big bro behind him.
Yeah. It's a
And
little
he's
easier.
like, woo, 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 woo. I'm taking you down. Nearby businesses, also one that we sold a home in a Hillsborough neighborhood that had a manufacturing behind it. You remember which house I'm talking about?
I do, yeah.
And we lost one buyer because they came over and they loved the house and they were sitting on the back porch, which was beautiful. And they could hear the low murmur, hum of the business that was on the other side of the green space. And they're like, yeah, it's a deal breaker for us.
Fair
enough.
And it might not be a deal breaker for somebody else.
Yeah. So what about lighting?
Yeah. Listings don't show the
Explain
lighting.
to me that. What do you mean by lighting?
Well, Joe, I'll tell you all.
You're digging deep into your bag on this one.
All about lighting. No, a lot of people are really concerned about which direction the home faces, which is fair because you want which way the sun is going to hit the home and if there's windows on that side of the home.
Yeah.
Light and bright is a very common term that we look for.
Most
in a
people
listing.
prefer south facing, right? For that sun.
Or north facing.
North facing. North or south facing?
Because then they get the morning sun. I don't know.
If you're south facing in Portland in the winter when it's sunny, you're going to get the light. If you're north facing, because the sun is in the southern hemisphere.
Okay. But I just know like in the summertime, the sun sets in the south, right? Because the south side of the home
rises in the east, sets in the west.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Everyone's always worried about the south side of their...
But if you're south facing, then when the sun goes east to west, you're getting it on your house the entire time.
Oh, okay.
So if you're, east or west facing, you get it in the morning, but not in the night.
Sure.
Vice versa.
See, you know all about lighting.
Oh, yeah. Trust me. And there are certain religions that
Yes, they
can only buy homes that the front door faces east. Which is always kind of interesting because guess what? That's not disclosed anywhere in the RMLS.
No, you just have to go look. You look on the maps. Yeah.
I had a client not too long ago that was the situation. Great guy. Loved working with him. He was fantastic. But that was a requirement. He could only buy a house that was facing east. So guess who got to look at Google Maps and to see what the orientation was on every single home that we looked at? Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
But, I love it when they keep us on our toes.
Yeah, me too.
It's fun. Okay. So another thing that listing photos can't show you is the street and the neighbors. So things like parking issues, proximity to other houses, street activity, all things you can't see until you just go.
And some of that we've already talked about. You just need to go check it out.
Yeah.
So what about feel of the space? Ceiling height, room proportions, layout flow.
Yeah, we kind of touched on this earlier, but you're never going to know until you go see.
Photos can't show that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. Online listings are a great starting point, but these are some of the things that you really need to consider and think about and maybe dive a little bit deeper. And also just go see the home, right? Because when you go to the home, 90% of these things you're going to be like, oh, okay, this works, this doesn't work. And that's important. So
it's all part of the process.
And ask questions. Now you have some good question points to be asking your broker.
Yes.
You can quiz Makayla all you want to.
Hit me.
She's good with it. So
okay, well, thank you for listening. We're going to wrap up with our last segment, which is something that we are loving.
I am loving Rika Ramos.
Oh, I hope she smiles so big when she hears
Rika,
that. She's probably rolling her eyes.
Probably rolling her eyes right now. But Rika is our glue for the Live Portland team. She does all of our marketing. She's the point on our social media, transaction coordinator. She knows it all.
She does.
She keeps it all together. And by the way, she's the producer of this show.
She sure is. She does it all.
And
no joke.
I love her so much. She's been with us 6 years.
Longer than I've even been around.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
6 or 7.
6 or 7 years. And she's the hardest working person. She's the sweetest person. And we all just love her to death. So
yes, we do.
That is what I'm loving right now.
That is so sweet.
She is near and dear to my heart and all of our hearts. And she deserves all the credit in the world because she is just a wonderful person on top of being the most amazing real estate person that we could have ever asked for.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah.
I am loving the show Paradise.
Gosh darn it, I do too.
I got you hooked on it.
Yes, you did.
I have been so obsessed with the show, but this is up there. This is like top 5 for me.
Yeah. We're getting caught up. We're on season 2, and I think we've only got 2 or 3 episodes left before we're caught up with you.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. The 3rd episode of season 2 is...
That's the one we're on tonight.
Oh, tonight? Yes. It shook me for days. That's when I started telling everybody to watch the show because it's so good.
Wow.
And that's what I'm obsessed with or loving. It comes out once a week, so we're just like dying for an episode.
Yeah. It's an amazing story, and the actors are really good, and it's powerful.
Yeah, it is.
And a little bit scary.
It's maybe too realistic.
For what we're going through in our day and age right now, yes, I would agree. It's maybe too on point. So
let me know if you watch it.
Yeah.
It's our fave.
Okay, guys. Well, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for joining us. And remember, you can catch us at Live Portland, livportland.com. Go to podcast, and we always have some nice show notes on the different topics that we cover. You can also find your next home there. You know what I'm saying? It's a great spot to check out real estate in general. We got a cool blog that has all sorts of good information, and it's just a neat spot. You can also go to YouTube and go to the Live Portland YouTube channel and see all of our podcast, all of our reels, and then we also have other content that we do.
Yes, we do. We're just full of content.
We are full of content. And I say that with much love. But the Grub Guide will be coming back out starting in probably about a month or so. But we're also doing Sotheby's Amazing Homes, which I love, which is about a 2.5, 3 minute at the most video where Makayla and I will watch really incredibly beautiful Sotheby's homes that are listed around the country and around the world, and we just kind of walk you through it and give our take on it. But if you're into, what do they call it?
Extraordinary homes, I think.
I think they call it house porn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
They do. If you're into amazing homes and just, maybe got a little bit of a fixation on the incredible homes that are out there,
it's a fun
join
one.
us and we'll entertain you.
Yes.
So, all right, guys.
Okay. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day. See you next time.
Thanks for joining us today. If you're interested in finding out more about Joe, myself, or the Live Portland team, you can go to liveportland.com. Thanks for giving us a listen, and see you next time on the Off the Record podcast.